Late at night, your phone suddenly lights up. A notification from your bank appears on the screen. Your account activity is under review. No explanation, no warning, just those words. For many immigrants, international students, workers, and families sending money abroad, this fear is becoming more real than ever. Across social media, thousands of people are now discussing delayed transfers, unexpected verification requests, and accounts being temporarily restricted. Some believe banking systems are becoming stricter. Others think automated monitoring is changing everything. But what's really happening behind the scenes? And why are so many immigrants suddenly talking about bank monitoring right now? Imagine moving to a new country with dreams of building a better future. You work long hours, save carefully, and every month you send money back home to support your parents, your children, or your family. Everything feels normal until one day your transfer gets delayed. Then another notification appears asking for identity verification. Suddenly, stress takes over your mind. Did something go wrong? Did you make a mistake? Are your accounts being watched more closely now? This exact fear is spreading across immigrant communities online. Videos discussing bank reviews are getting millions of views because people are worried. Some say their accounts were flagged after sending money internationally. Others say banks requested proof of income after unusual activity. And many people are asking one huge question: are financial systems becoming more aggressive? The truth is more complicated than most viral videos make it sound. Banks today use advanced automated systems powered by artificial intelligence. These systems constantly scan transactions for unusual patterns, fraud risks, scams, identity theft, and suspicious activity. And because immigrants often send international payments, support families overseas, or receive money from different countries, their financial activity can sometimes trigger additional reviews more often than regular local transactions. But here's the important part. A review does not automatically mean someone did something wrong. Still, the emotional fear is very real. Picture this. A delivery driver finishes a 12-hour shift. Exhausted, he opens his banking app to send money home to his mother overseas. He's done this many times before. But this time, the transfer doesn't go through. Minutes later, an automated message asks him to verify recent activity. His heart starts racing. He remembers stories online about frozen accounts and delayed payments. Suddenly, panic takes over. Rent is due soon. His family depends on that money. He doesn't sleep properly that night. Now multiply that fear across thousands of people. That's why this topic is exploding online. For immigrants, money is emotional. It's not just numbers on a screen. It represents sacrifice, survival, family responsibility, and hope. So even small banking interruptions can feel terrifying, and social media makes everything even more intense. One viral video says, "Banks are targeting immigrants." Another says, "Accounts are being monitored more than ever." Then someone shares screenshots of delayed transfers. Fear spreads instantly. But many of these viral posts leave out important context. Sometimes reviews happen because of sudden, large deposits. Sometimes because multiple apps are used for transfers. Sometimes because banks detect activity that looks different from a customer's normal behavior. And sometimes it's simply identity verification triggered automatically by security systems. But online, fear spreads faster than explanation. So how does modern bank monitoring actually work? Most major banks now use automated fraud detection systems. These systems look for unusual activity patterns. For example, large transactions after months of inactivity, frequent international transfers, multiple payments from different countries, sudden cash deposits, rapid movement of money between accounts, logins from unusual locations, repeated transfers through different services. These systems are designed to reduce fraud, money laundering, scams, and identity theft. And because immigrants naturally deal with international financial activity more often, their transactions can sometimes receive additional attention. For example, an international student may receive tuition support from parents overseas, while also earning part-time income locally. A worker may send weekly remittances home using different transfer apps. A freelancer may receive payments from clients across several countries. A small business owner may suddenly receive large online payments after months of low activity. To a normal person, these situations make complete sense. But to automated systems scanning millions of transactions every second, unusual patterns may trigger temporary reviews. Again, this does not automatically mean illegal activity happened. But here's where the emotional issue begins. Most people don't fully understand how these systems work. Schools rarely teach financial compliance. Social media oversimplifies complex banking rules, and fear-based content gets more attention online. That combination creates confusion. But many immigrants say the real fear goes deeper than banking itself. For some people, financial stability feels directly connected to their future in a new country. So when banking problems appear, even temporarily, it creates emotional pressure instantly. Imagine trying to pay tuition. Imagine paying immigration paperwork. Imagine supporting parents overseas. Now imagine your transfer suddenly gets delayed. Even if the issue gets solved later, the emotional stress remains. And there's another growing concern. Scammers are now using this fear to target immigrants directly. Fake callers pretend to be bank employees. Fraud messages claim accounts are under investigation. People receive emails saying their transfers were blocked. Victims panic and share passwords or verification codes. This is becoming a massive problem. Fear makes people vulnerable, and scammers know exactly how to exploit emotional situations. That's why awareness matters more than panic. One immigrant shared online that after sending larger than usual transfers home during a family emergency, his account requested additional verification documents. He thought the account would be closed permanently. But after submitting proof of income and confirming transaction details, the issue was resolved. Another international student explained that her account became temporarily restricted after logging into banking apps from multiple countries while traveling. The system detected unusual activity and automatically triggered security protection. A freelancer receiving overseas payments said his bank requested business verification because money started arriving from several international clients at the same time. In all these cases, the common pattern was not criminal activity. It was automated systems reacting to unusual transaction behavior. But online, many stories become exaggerated because fear attracts attention. That's why understanding the difference between real risk and automated review is extremely important. The bigger conversation here is not only about banks, it's about trust, it's about stability, it's about people trying to build better lives while navigating systems they don't fully understand. Immigrants already deal with pressure from jobs, housing, visas, paperwork, and financial survival. So when banking systems suddenly feel stricter or more complicated, the emotional impact becomes huge. And as digital banking grows, these conversations will probably become even louder. Artificial intelligence is now involved in almost every financial system. Automated reviews are increasing worldwide. Security systems are becoming smarter, and millions of people are trying to adapt in real time. So are banking rules actually becoming stricter? Or are modern financial systems simply becoming more automated and sensitive to unusual activity? That debate is growing every single day online. But one thing is certain. Millions of immigrants are now paying closer attention to how banks monitor financial activity. Because for many families, even one delayed transfer can create real emotional stress. Have you ever experienced a delayed transfer, verification request, or unusual banking review? Do you think these rules are becoming stricter? Comment below and share your thoughts.